Hi, good evening. We'll start the session now. So today we are going to discuss about the introduction to the automation testing. Introduction to automation testing. So in the introduction to automation testing, we are going to discuss what is the difference between manual testing and automation testing. So how to decide what type of projects we can go for the automation testing. There are a number of tools are available in the market. How to decide which tool we can select for the automation testing. In real time, automation testing team activities. In real time, automation testing team, what are the activities they are going to perform? What type of scenarios we are going to prefer for the automation testing? So these are the topics which we are going to discuss. The introduction to automation testing. You are the fresher or an experienced person, the topics are similar, which you have to know it is interview point of view important. Okay. Automation testing is Selenium with which language Java we are going to learn. In the first topic, first chapter for us, introduction to the automation testing. Introduction to automation testing. So what is software testing? How do you define software testing? How do you define the software testing? Now, software testing, it is a combination of verification and validation. Software testing is a combination of verification and validation. So, what is the meaning of verification? So, actually, this vocabulary we got from the V model. Before coding, whichever testing activities we are going to perform, those we are going to call verification activities. After testing, whichever activities we are going to perform, that we are going to call validation activities. There's a verification and a validation. Right. Verification is a process to check are we developing the system right or not. Validation is a process to check are we developed right system or not. So what is the major intention of the software testing? Software testing will help to identify the defects. To identify the defects. When those defects are resolved, then software quality improves. When software quality improves, customer satisfies. Whenever customer satisfied, our company will get the good reputation in the market so that more orders we can get, more business we can do, so that we can stay in a business. So that we can stay in a business. Okay, more like this. Now, types of software testing. We have the two kind of testings are there. One is called manual testing. Other one is called automation testing. What is manual testing? Without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. Whereas in this process, we are going to use the test cases. We have to prepare the test cases and which are used to validate the application. Which are used to validate the application. So, manual test without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. For manual testing, we prepare test cases which are used to validate the application. Sir, what are the advantages are there if I go for the manual testing? Definitely, we have some advantages over the automation testing because in the market, 60% of the projects where we do only manual testing, only 40% of projects we go for automation testing. Then what are the advantages means? It is simple and easy to perform for small projects. No need of any technical knowledge if I go for the manual testing. It is simple and easy to perform for small projects. So less cost compared to automation for small projects. Less cost compared to automation for small projects. That the advantages we have. The disadvantages. What are the different kind of disadvantages are there? First one, time consuming. Manual testing will take the more time. That is the time consuming. Second one, inconsistency. So due to lack of concentration, that means some kind of test again and again we have to perform on the application. Due to repetition of the task, you may not go into focus 100%. That is inconsistency we are going to call. Third one, lack of reliability, the possibility of the human mistakes. So these are the disadvantages are there if I go for the manual testing. Now Simon, diagrammatical, try to understand. So if I have the Gmail application login page, there is a next button is there. My requirement is I want to test the next button. I want to test the next button. Now, as a test engineer, first what I will do, no, I will go on to derive the test cases. How do I want to test it is? That procedure I'm going to write in the test cases. Then I'm going to operate the application like without enter the email. If I click on the next, it should display the error message. I'm going to check like that. How it responding. Okay. Next, enter the invalid email. Click on next. Again, expectation error message. Check it is displayed or not. Yes, it is. Now, this way we go for the testing here. So our expectations are matches with the actual behavior of the application. We say our test is passed. If not matches, then we say our test is failed. So this is how we can go for the manual testing without using any automation tool. Test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. Is called manual testing. Now, same task, if I want to go for the automation testing, like this diagram, try to understand. So this time, testing engineer, automation testing engineer, directly will not interact with the application. What is going to do here? You use some tool. It is one kind of software you can use. It is the tool. It can be a Selenium or QTP or EFT like tool we are going to use. So tool doesn't know what exactly you want to test the application. So the test engineer will provide the instructions in tool understandable language. So that is called automation test script. When you run it is, when you run the program here, your tool will going to operate the application. It will provide the status to you in terms of pass or fail. This is what the automation testing. In simple, we can say that automating human activities in order to validate application is called automation testing. Automating human activities in order to validate the application is called automation testing. Right. What are the different possibilities are there to do the automation testing? Automation testing can be performed using the programming languages or using scripting languages or using any one of the third party automation tools like Selenium, QTP, Test Complete, Playwright, this kind of tools where we can use it is. Right. So automation test. Any task or activity performed with help of tool or programs is called automation. Suppose if we use calculator to perform the arithmetic operations, if we use calculator to perform the arithmetic operations, that is an example for the automation. Saying about the automation. Okay. So what is the meaning of automation testing? Automating human activities in order to validate the application is called automation testing. So different ways we can do. Automation testing can be performed using programming languages like C sharp, we can use it is, or some scripting languages like parallel script we can use, or we can go for the some third-party automation tools such as Selenium or QTP or EFT, Test Complete, Silk, Rational Robot, etc. For automation testing, it is mandatory that we have to develop the automation test scripts. We have developed the automation test script. Different tools, different kind of language supports. If I go for the QTP or EFT, we have to go for the VB script. Now I want to go for Selenium tool. You can use the Java, Python, C Sharp, Ruby, JavaScript. That is your so interested language we can use it is. If I go for the Playwright automation tool, JavaScript supports. If I go for the Tosca, TQL, transaction query language, it supports. So like this, different kind of tools are available for the automation testing. Sir, if I go for the automation testing, what are the advantages will be there? So definitely automation testing is fast in execution, fast in execution, more consistency, and more consistency, more reliable. That means by default, whatever disadvantages we said during the manual testing, that we can overcome by doing the automation testing. Okay, like that. Now, apart that one, other things here, automation script is reusable, automation test script is repeatable. See, what is the meaning of that? Automation test scripts are reusable and repeatable. Reusable means once you develop the automation test script, the script is reusable on different versions of the application. Different versions of the application. One time you use, you got the modified application. So same script we can reuse there. So give me like this. So repeatable means suppose I want to test the login functionality. Okay, login functionality. So one user ID password values are not sufficient. We need multiple set of user ID password values. Then same script you can execute that many times it is. 100 iterations we can go for the execution. That is the advantage of the automation testing. Fast in execution, more consistency, more reliable. Automation tester scripts are reusable and repeatable. But we have some disadvantages of the automation testing. Automation tools are expensive, requires upfront investment. Automation tools are expensive, requires upfront investment. Skilled automation testers are required. Suppose as a manual tester, no have any technical knowledge. But when you are going to the automation testing Selenium like tool, so you should have the that skill set, right? So it's clear, so for what are the concepts we discussed? Automation tools are expensive, skilled, and some technologies are not possible to automate. Okay. Now, see, interview point of view, such a way they are going to ask the questions to you. So If you go for the automation testing, what are the limitations will be there? Okay, more like this. Okay. Now, old students not yet joined. Why I don't know. Link is changed something wrong. Okay. Karthik or something like this function is there. Okay. So now, is it Satya? Is it clear now whatever topic we discussed so far? What is automation testing? What is the meaning of automation testing? What are the different possibilities are there to do the automation testing? Why we go for the automation testing? Everyone, Anupam, Rama, Sam, Satya, Supraja, is it clear now? Use chat box to give the message to me. Now, understand how to decide whether the project is suitable or not for automation testing. Project selection criteria for automation testing. Following are the factors are analyzed to decide project is suitable for automation testing or not. Project selection criteria. What factors we have to consider? The very first thing, ma'am, size of the project. Sir, size of the project, how we can say it is? Size of the project means a number of functionalities availability. How many functionalities are there? Okay, number of functionalities availability. The function point analysis we are going to call. See, project size always we have to say that based on the number of functionalities, not based on the number of users using the application. There can be small project, more users can use it easily. Second factor, more resource required. If I go for manual testing, the project demanding more resource, then more time taking, more time taking. So when you go for the manual testing, more time taking it is. Okay, more time taking. So next one, application environment also should support to do the automation testing. Client accept in terms of budget. Multiple releases are expecting. Every release testing is required, right? These are the things where we can go. Okay. Project selection for automation testing. Following are the factors are analyzed to decide project is suitable for automation testing or not, such as size of the project, more resource required for a project, more time taking, multiple releases are expecting, application environment should support to perform automation testing, client accepted in terms of budget. Mm. These are the things will be considered. But who is the responsible, sir? As a testing, will you decide? It's no. Your test manager will decide. Your test manager will decide it is. So we have the different kind of tools are available in the market for testing. There are two categories in that non-commercial tools. Second category comes under commercial tools. Non-commercial tools means no need to buy the license. Direct we can download from the internet. We can use in our project to go for test. Commercial tools means you must buy the license. You must buy the license. Commercial tools means. So whereas Selenium, Bad Boy, Sahi, Oats, Auto IT, Sukle. These are the different kind of tools are available in internet which we can use to go for testing it is. So where the commercial tools like QTP or EFT. The same tool name is changed now EFT it is Unified Functional Testing. QTP is Quick Test Professional. That is the name they are given initially. Quick Test Professional. The name is changed as a EFT, Unified Functional Testing. The test partner, Tosca Test Suite, QA Run, Catalan Studio, Test Complete. Catalan Studio, Test Complete. These are the commercial tools are available. So, sir, this many tools are there. Then how to decide which tool we can select for the automation testing? Again, here your test manager, he is responsible to decide which tool we can go for the automation testing. Mainly, three things they are going to consider if I go for the automation testing. What are the three things here? First one is return on investment. Return on investment. That means how much budget allocated for testing. In that budget, which tool is more benefit for organization? Commercial tool or non-commercial tool? Always non-commercial tools have the some risk in that. So even the budget point of view, we have to go for the non-commercial tools. Right? No? Commercial tools, non-commercial. First thing, so type of tool based on the return on investment. Commercial tool, non-commercial tool. Second thing, identify the requirement for tools. That is the usability. Tool can generate automation scripts automatically. That is recording. Some tools have that capability. No need to write the script manually. Automatically it's going to generate the script to you. That possibility is there. Okay. That is the one thing. Second thing, tool can generate the test results in the desired format. Once the scripts are executed, your tool is going to provide the test result in the desired format, every step status, pass or fail. Some tools are going to provide the screenshot of the application also for every operation, execution time, like this. Then if you want to develop the script manually, is it easier or not? Is it easier or not? So then Execution is easy or not? I have the 100 scripts. In one click, I want to go for the execution. Is it easy or not? So these are the things where we can go for this. Then third one, tool will support application environment or not. Object recognition capability. Tool will support the application environment or not. Object recognition capability. That means Windows-based application, web-based application, or mobile application will support or not. Then cross-browser supporting and different OS supporting. Cross-browser supporting and different OS supporting. Different OS supports or not. Different browsers your tool is going to support or not. So these are the things they have to analyze. Based on that, they will going to decide which tool we can go for the automation testing. Right. Automation testing process. Following are the activities performed by an automation testing team for a project in real time. Following are the activities performed by an automation testing team for a project in real time. So what are the activities? Stage one, first tool evaluation by the test manager. He has to decide which tool we can go for the automation testing. Second thing, preparing analysis sheet. So analyze the test cases. What test cases are taking the more time when you go for the manual testing? Which test cases are more repeatable? These things has to analyzed by the test lead. That they analyze the test cases, preparing analysis sheet. Then estimating script development to time. Estimating script development to time. Then sending summary sheet for an approval. Then confirmation. These are the test lead activities. Analyze the test cases, preparing analysis sheet, estimating script development to time, sending summary sheet for approval, confirmation. Stage 3, automation architect. Define the coding standards, evaluate the suitable framework. We can define the coding standards and evaluate the suitable framework. Then stage 4, implementation. Develop the scripts for automation. Go for the dry run. Review on scripts. So dry run means once the scripts are developed, we have to check. Whatever scripts we develop, those are going to run smoothly or not. Is there any mistakes in our automation script? Further confirmation purpose, we have to execute one time. That is called dry run we are going to call. Then review on the scripts. Review on the scripts. How many scripts you develop? How many scenarios are given to you? Whatever scripts you develop, those are sufficient or not. Then execution, like set up the test execution environment, set up the test execution environment, then you can start the execution. Like required software and hardware configuration setup should be provided to you to go for the execution. Reporting, analyze the test results, report defects. Then maintenance, enhance or update scripts as per a new change request. As per new change requests. Okay, like this, we can go for the automation testing process. Now, if I go for the automation testing, manual testing, what are the major activities are there? Manual testing, when you go, major activities, identify test scenarios, so develop the test cases, execution of the test scripts, test cases. So testing in it. So while execution time, if you got any deviation, then we can go for the defect reporting. Okay, like this. So getting it fixed. These are the manual testing major activities. Identifying test scenarios, preparing test cases, execution of the test cases, defect reporting, then getting it fixed. Make sure developer should resolve your defects which you reported, getting it fixed. Then automation testing. Identify automation test scenarios, identify automation test scenarios, develop the automation test scripts, execution of test scripts, analyze the test results, defect reporting, getting it fixed. Okay, if I go for see automation testing is what we have to do. First, you have to identify automation test system because everything we never go for the automation testing. Some scenarios only where we are going to prefer for the automation testing. Then develop the automation test scripts. Then execution of the scripts. Analyze the test results. Defect reporting. Getting it fixed. These are the activities where we are going to the automation testing means. These are the major activities. Which scenarios are preferred for the automation testing? In general, the scenarios which are more repeatable and complex to perform manually, those kind of scenarios are going to prefer for the automation testing. The scenario which are more repeatable and complex to perform manually, those kind of scenarios we are going to prefer for automation testing. Right now, like build verification test scenarios, retesting scenarios, regression test scenarios, we can go for the automation testing. Whereas, which scenarios are not suitable for the automation testing is the scenario which are simple and easy to perform manually, which are not repeatable, or one time only testing activities are required. In that case, we are not going to prefer for the automation testing, like user interface test scenarios, usability test scenarios. Okay, this type of things are easy. We had to manual only. So when we are going to start preparing test cases means for manual testing, once the requirements are finalized, then we can start writing the test cases. Whereas now for one project, automation testing means no application record. Once we got the stable build from the development team, then only we are going to develop the automation test script. But one project, both teams can work. Manual testing team as well as automation testing team. Whereas automation testing is an option for some of the projects. Whereas automation testing is an optional for some of the projects. Okay, this is what the introduction to the automation testing. See, at least 3 to 4 questions we can expect from this area, even though you are experienced person or you have only manual testing knowledge. So this type of thing you should aware of this concept. You should be clear. It is how to decide which tool we can prefer, how to decide which project we can choose for automation testing, which scenarios are suitable for the automation testing, which are not suitable for the automation testing, what are the limitations of the automation testing. This type of questions we can expect in the interview point of time. Okay, so is it clear, ma? Any doubts are there, anyone? So who are joined newly, so try to register yourself. So tomorrow maybe link is going to be changes. 9848. So already they give some number here who joined from the DURGASOFT. So with my reference, you can give the mail to me here. So I know it is not to give others. So this is my WhatsApp number. But once your registrations are completed, send the screenshot to me. I will add you into the WhatsApp group so that you are going to get the notes. But see, tomorrow we are going to discuss about the introduction to the Selenium. Then we go for Selenium practicals, how to set up the Selenium environment. So tomorrow maybe link is going to be changes to you. Thomas, why late? Someone joined just around. Okay, Thomas, I think. Okay, so 76157. This is my number, but actually, so once you've done payment, then you send the screenshot of the payment so that I will add you to the WhatsApp group so that you can get the notes. Every day class notes are going to get. Okay. So 7 o'clock, Thomas, maybe join a bit late today. Okay. Mhm. Thank you. That is the class for us. If any doubts are there, you can give the message to me in the WhatsApp also. Okay. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.